This is the moment you've been all waiting for. Jeep 2006 Liberty CRD. This thing is so sweet. It's only got 45,000 miles on it. It's a 200 pickup. We were fortunate enough to get it in on trade from some diesel lovers. They traded it in on a Duramax pickup. They got a bigger trailer. This thing is amazing. And they don't sell them anymore, so they're actually quite rare too, especially to find one with such low miles. And this one is a limited package. It's actually got quite a few packages that make this one stand above the rest. And on top of it, it's super clean. We're gonna go through it real quick and check it out. Try to explain everything as we go through. So the CRD in general, you get a 2.8 liter turbo diesel motor. It's a 4-cylinder turbo diesel motor. Awesome motor, super reliable. There's already quite a few accounts of them going over 250,000 miles with minimal issues, just like any other vehicle, except not nearly as many miles. So you get the 2.8 liter turbo diesel, 4-cylinder. It averages 22 to 27 miles to the gallon, and you're gonna get on the top end highway there, low end city, and then which is still pretty good for an SUV. It's rated at 160 horsepower, which isn't all that impressive, but with the torque is really the impressive thing on these things. It's got 295 foot-pounds of torque, which is badass, and will allow you to haul up to 5,000 pounds, which is a horse trailer, a travel trailer, a lot for a midsize SUV. And so limited package, you get this gorgeous leather in here. It's all in excellent condition, no rips or tears. And I don't actually notice any wear either. You get dual power seats, which is fairly uncommon in most vehicles. You only get the power seat on the driver's side. You get supplemental restraint system, of course, so dual airbags up there. And we'll keep going through it. And then also with the CRD package, in addition to that powerful turbo diesel motor, you get a upgraded transmission. Instead of the normal 4-speed transmission, you get a 5-speed transmission that is a little powerhouse. They actually use it for the souped up Hemis that they put in. So it's got some serious huevos and a lot of shifting power. It's perfectly capable of, I'll show you that. The window controls are down here for the rear windows. These seats in the rear fold completely flat. Be sure to check out the photos. You can check that out. A lot of storage in there, so you don't forget, and hopefully you don't forget. I would hate to have to replace one of these. It's hard enough to find them when you're searching for them. It's got a great feel to it. Also, Liberty was voted the truck of the year. The first gen Liberty was voted truck of the year in 2002. It's the same platform as this. So we got power locks and mirrors right there. Power mirrors there, or windows, excuse me. You got cruise control. This is a tilt wheel. You have factory fog lamps. It's just a great looking car. I love the factory fog lamps too. And of course all the other goodies. Here's your keyless entry, and it auto pops through your window if you press that twice. You have a 6-disc CD changer, AC with rear defroster, and defrosters all around really. You have overdrive. That little button there allows you to turn off the overdrive. I've been told that the transmission in the long hauls and uneven roads is a really well designed. It doesn't downshift unnecessarily, which is huge. And here's your traction control. You have the option to turn that off to go wheeling. This is really cool. This is a really cool thing that Jeep does. It's called Select Track. So you have 2-wheel drive, which is what we're in now. You have 4 part-time, 4 full-time, neutral, and 4 low. And the distinction is you get an all-wheel drive feature, so you can actually be driving on a wet road and just turn on the all-wheel drive thing, and it's not going to limit you speed-wise, but it's going to give you a lot more traction on a wet road or just an unsure road in general. And if you go 4 low, I'm told these things are pretty capable wheelers, so you can do whatever you want. And 45,000 miles, so it's got tons of life left in it. You can feel the torque, especially around $2,000. That thing is a monster. And it's quiet too. For a diesel, it's really quiet, especially when it's warmed up. This particular one is, at 45,000 miles, it's obviously been well maintained. The front end is really tight. It's got car-like suspension, super smooth, really nice ride. Doesn't track left to right, it tracks straight. Zip-a-doo-dah! Here's the beauty shot right here. And it's a good looking little rig. Cool color too. I'm not sure I've seen this color at all in the CRD. And the paint's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. Oh, I love diesel sound. You get an overhead information center here. It's actually pretty cool. It gives you a menu to do all sorts of options on the vehicle itself, like let's see, locking the doors, like automatically locking the doors, automatically turning off the headlights after a certain amount of time, automatically locking the doors after a certain amount of time, making a honking noise when you lock it or unlock it so you can find it. Cool stuff like that, but it's generally that sort of stuff you don't really have the option to select at all, so it's kind of cool that they do that. So let's check out under the hood really quick. And it's got sweet door handles. I love that. Check that out. Dude. I don't know. I'm all about the door handles. Chugga, 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 chugga. So this motor was actually designed by a venerable European diesel company, which is really the way to go with diesels because they've been doing diesel a lot longer than we have. And they did it right. This thing gets awesome reviews. If you want to get sold on this thing, just go online and, you know, type in, does everyone like their CRDs? Because you're going to get a lot of positive feedback. People are fanatical about these things. The only reason more people aren't fanatical about them is because it's so limited. You rarely see them. And to get one all loaded up like this is quite a treat. Hard to beat. We're located in Livermore, California. Our phone number is 925-449-4747. If you'd like to check this out, be sure to call ahead and make an appointment so I can have it here for you to see. I don't expect it to be around very long. Even before I've gotten this video up, I get about 6 calls a day on it. And that's been for the past week while we've been getting back from smog and safety. So get on it. Thanks so much for hanging out. ProTrucksPlus.com.